It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronc. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Bronc here on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there, both of our... Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position. And it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll throw it. That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he goes down a little short of the 40. That one gains 7. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Brought in by Juju. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that takes them to 3rd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Niners countering with a fifth defensive back on this third down. Setting up a throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. All right, time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone. Man in motion here. Third down from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Fourth down's going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Well, even though it took over an entire quarter for him to finally get on the field, he does get to head out there with a chance to give his team an immediate lead. And you almost expected, Kate, for him to do that. With how much time he's had on the sideline to prepare, and get his guys focused for their chance as it's finally arrived.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second and 10 now. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Smith. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Patriots in possession. 2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Setting up the screen. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And they haven't gotten... Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. He's going to push one deep down the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Ooh, he put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Smith on 3rd and short. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Motioning left is their running back. And again, it's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. He'll throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw it. He lobs it up. Left sideline, looking for a chunk play. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Samuel now to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Smith. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sending the tight end in motion left. First down, Smith to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Smith on first down. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he sails that one over the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Moody knocks it through, and that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Just a field goal aside. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. On 1st down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Give now to the running back. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Smith in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers pushing to get within range for a game winner. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
To play running back in this league, boy, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Gore can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. And with Brock Heward and our EA